Most disadvantaged areas in the country could benefit from a new free Healthy Meals summer programme. It's been set up by Feeding Britain with the backing of £2 million of government funding after worries that low-income families would struggle to cover the additional food costs during a 6-week period that children are off school. As well as a balanced diet being offered, a range of activities will be put on, such as free football classes, play sessions and cooking classes. Let's talk now to Jo Durkin, who's in Newcastle this morning. She runs Hebburn Helps and is one of the organisations that's received this government funding. And in London, Daphne Akins, who holds breakfast and lunch clubs over the summer holidays, and says she wishes smaller groups like hers had also been recognised. I beg your pardon, it's Daphne, not Daphne. I've renamed you, but I quite like it. I beg your pardon. Morning to you both. First of all, Jo, you started running clubs last year, I believe. What's the uptake been like?
Last year we provided packed lunches for nearly 1,100 children. So this year it's a big boost, so we can help more. We can reach out to more children in our community.
How has demand changed compared with last year, this year?
Demand is a lot higher this year. We saw our first activity club started last Monday and we saw 70 children being registered on that day.
Daphne, is that the sort of experience that you're seeing with your club?
Yes, we operate on a much smaller scale, I should add, but we have seen an increase year on year since we've been running them. It's been about 3 years now.
And what do the parents who send their children to you say that your service means?
Well, one parent commented to me after our Easter clubs that the clubs were great fun, the kids really enjoyed them, but the most important thing about the clubs was that the children and the family got to eat 2 meals a day when we were serving our meals on those days they came to the club. So that's a pretty stark statement.
How much more stressful for families, Jo, are the summer holidays? And you've got 5 children of your own, I think, so you know how difficult it is to keep everybody fed and happy.
Well, that's it, yes. It's finding a balance between budgeting, between feeding them and taking them out for activities for the day, right across the 6 weeks holiday. So these clubs are absolutely a lifeline for these families.
Jo, how much difference will this extra government funding mean to you and what you can provide?
It'll mean a massive difference, considering the last couple of years we've had to rely on donations and small fundings grabbed here, there and, you know, wherever we can. So this funding from the government's going to make an absolutely huge difference. It's going to be brilliant.
Daphne, why hasn't your group or groups like yours been included in these handouts?
I suspect because we're much smaller. And we operate a few days a week in 2 different locations. Our clubs are half a day, but you know what we do is really important at the same time.
Daphne, where does your funding come from? How difficult is it to keep things running?
We have to keep applying for grants, which is quite challenging because we've got to, we're a bigger charity. We do more than just the holiday clubs, although they're very important. So this year we've got funding from the Big Give, which is kind of a crowdfunding type grant. We've had funding from John Lyons and also from our local council in Hammersmith and Fulham. So we've had funding from different sources.
And how many families are you able to help, Daphne?
We're going to be helping between 45 and 50 families this summer. So again, it's a small scale, but really, really important.
And of course, the summer holidays can feel endlessly long, can't they, to parents? The activities must be immensely welcome.
Absolutely. We're really excited this year because of the extra funding that we have had. We're taking the children to local football clubs. We're taking them to a city farm. We've got a dance club coming in. We've got some things for the mums as well, little massages and things. So we're really, really excited. And it means a lot to families who would normally be stuck in small homes and, without not enough to eat.
How many people, though, do you have to turn away?
Well, so far we've been able to expand. So last Easter we were expecting 30 children to our clubs in our White City Club, and 40 turned up. Fortunately, we had provided, over-provided in the food stakes, and we had plenty of arts and crafts and activities, so we were able to welcome everybody. But space is an issue. We could only fit 40 children at our West 12 Club this year.
Jo, what other services would you like to see increased in your area? Perhaps extra things that you can do yourself at your club, particularly given the fact that we hear from statistics that food bank use is increasing?
Yeah, food bank use has increased by 300% in the last, since 2015. I would like to see more youth clubs, activity clubs that are available free, like they were, you know, years ago. Lately, youth activities over the holidays, a lot of parents have to pay, and there's just not the money there, the budget to do it.
Because it's expensive, isn't it, sending your children off to a day camp, for example?
Yes, it's very expensive. Some places can charge up to £35 a day.
At what point, though, do these children no longer qualify, Daphne, to come to your clubs? Because teenagers also have long holidays, don't they? There seems to be less available for them compared with, say, a small child who might be able to come and take part in sort of a mini soccer camp.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely.
Oh,
sorry, Daphne.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that is a concern. Our clubs are for primary-aged children. Of course, you know, because the parents come as well, they often bring their younger children too, so we have babies in pushchairs and things like that too, running around and whatever. But yeah, there is a need for the older children too. Unfortunately, we don't have the facilities to work with older children, but it is really important.
Joe, how useful would it be if anyone listening to you fancied volunteering?
Oh, just come along, come and give us a message. We're on Facebook, so just give us a message and drop us a line, and we will see about letting you volunteer. We need plenty. Yeah,
I'm sure you'd be very grateful. And you, Daphne, too? Never turn any help away?
We would love more donations, because we want to give, because we're also a food bank, so we want to be able to give the families that come to our holiday clubs an extra food bank parcel. So if anybody wants to donate some food or to our gifts for parents, please let us know.
Well, more power to Elbow both. It's hard work, but much appreciated, I'm sure. Joe Durkin and Daphne Akins, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.